Okay, Bill. Yes, sir. Something for you, ma'am?
I asked for town and country.
Town and country, yes. Holiday is too radical.
I thought Holiday handled it rather well.
Entirely too radical.
Well, Mr. Brumbaugh, in my opinion...
Be temperate. Avoid extremes. Shun violence of expression, at the same time sounding the note of authority.
I have not caused that to be written in vain.
Yes, of course, but...
Holiday is entirely too much like a tornado, not only in this, but in almost everything that he writes. He's young, fiery, impetuous, violent. He rips headlong into things like a football player. Now, he must be subdued, Folsom. The steam taken out of him, his youthful ego deflated.
What Next in Europe struck me as a brilliant article.
Are you afraid of this radical?
Well, I'll talk to him myself. Holiday, I want you to rewrite that article of yours. Too dangerous. What do you want to do, start a war in Europe? Now rewrite it, Holiday, with a more conservative pen.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Brumbaugh. I'm going out to lunch now, but when I come back, I'll rewrite it more conservatively. Yes, sir. Very good, Mr. Brumbaugh. I'm going out to lunch. You'd better get out the proofs of What Next in Europe. We'll have to do it over again.
Oh.
Mr. Brumbaugh doesn't like it. It's too violent.
What a shame. I thought it was splendid. Simply reeking with a note of authority.
Thank you, Beulah. But I don't like that word reeking. Sort of suggests an odor.
Asaph.
Yes.
There.
Thank you, Beulah.
I'm going to lunch, too.
That's splendid.
Order of ham and eggs coming up. One buttered toast. Oh.
I'll have a cheese sandwich.
Breaded veal cutlets and a cup of coffee.
One calf and crumbs.
A cheese sandwich on rye bread, please.
I want a chocolate malt and a chocolate eclair.
One chocolate eclair and one malt. Coming up, lady. When are you gonna have to drink?
You heard me. I said a cup of coffee.
You heard me. I want a cheese sandwich on rye bread.
How about that chocolate malt? I'm in a hurry.
All right, coming right up, lady. Yeah. What are you gonna have? I'm busy.
Well, I told you 4 times. I want a cheese bread on rye sandwich.
Say, you trying to kid somebody? Why don't you make up your mind?
Pass me that ketchup, will you, buddy?
Please, may I have a cheese sandwich?
I told you we didn't have any cheese sandwiches, didn't I? We got ham, roast beef, roast pork, lettuce, and tomato.
Give me a glass of milk.
What? Say that again.
I said I'll take a glass of milk.
What are you getting tough about? Why don't you tell me what you want?
Let me have my check. My lunch hour is practically over.
I want a dill pickle and a glass of milk.
Coming up.
Come in. Do you know anything about love cults, Holiday?
About love what?
Love cults.
Love cults? No, sir. I'm practically nothing.
Have you ever had dealings with a tiger woman, Holiday?
A tiger woman? Well, no, sir. that is, not lately.
It says here, quiz tiger woman in love, cult slay. What do you make of that, Holiday?
You want to know what I make of it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it appears that they have quizzed or questioned a woman with tigerish characteristics in connection with some crime of love or passion.
There are pictures of the tiger woman on page 2.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, the resemblance to the tiger is quite marked. Only the tail seems lacking. You want me to write an editorial comment on the tiger woman?
Oh, no, of course. Now, there's another article in here. Stephen Prime has announced his intentions of becoming a candidate for governor. I would like you to write a paragraph in support of him.
Stephen Prime? Oh, no, not in support of Stephen Prime.
Why, of course.
Well, but that's going too far. He's no good. It'd be far better to rip him up, to expose him. We know his reputation.
But he's a member of one of my clubs.
Yes, I know, but look at his records, his notorious connections with women.
Well, true. And yet we must make allowances. He may have been subjected to temptation.
With tiger women?
I want you to write that article.
Yes, sir.
And put plenty of power in it. Pep, zip.
No tiger. Tiger women.
Oh, Mr. Holliday,
Yes?
memorandum for you. I just finished typing it.
All right.
Did you want something?
I was looking at your dress.
Oh, do you like it? It is kind of cute, isn't it?
Well, maybe you can do something about your neck.
Oh, you don't like the neckline?
Oh, yes, the line is all right, but it's where it leads to.
Oh, maybe it's a little high. Well, that can be fixed easily. There. Is that better?
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
Did I say I like it? Maybe you can push the line out, release this line a little.
Oh, but that would spoil it.
Hi-ho. Mueller,
Yes?
this firm is a fine, old, established institution.
But I'm not.
No, I can see that.
I know just what you mean.
Oh, thank you, Beulah. I'm sure Mr. Brumbaugh will be very pleased.
It's just a cheap little thing, but I'm sure you'll approve of it.
All right, Beulah. I'm always in favor of anything that fits in with the conservative policy of the institution.
Oh, no, the sun got in my, the rain, it was...
Telegram for you.
Oh, read it for me, will you, Beulah?
Arriving tomorrow, 20th century. Stop. You and I are going to tear the town wide open like we did in the good old days. Stop. Be sure to have plenty of wine, women, and song on tap. Stop. Your old pal, Rixie. Who's Rixie?
When Rixie? We used to go to college together.
My goodness, I haven't seen him in 20 years. What do you know about good old Rixie? Had plenty of wine women. Oh, what do you do? See, I have a picture of him here somewhere.
Have you?
Yes, sir, I certainly have. Good old, imagine Rixie bumping up at this time of my life. Yes, sir, there it is. There we are. Look. Yeah, that's Rixie there. And that's me.
You? I never would have believed it.
The Ace Holiday, they called me in those days. Walter Camp picked me that year, All-American quarterback. Rixie was the fullback, I was the quarterback. There's O'Connor, the half, and there's O'Sullivan, the other. The four of us were called the Elbow Benders. Yeah, it was a club. Yeah, we were the wildest ones on the team. Yeah, and a pain in the neck to the coach, I guess. I'm afraid Rixie won't find me very enterprising. He'll be mighty disappointed. You know, once after Yale beat Princeton, Rixie and I bit a policeman's ear. An Irish policeman.
Good for you.
Yeah, Rixie held him and I bit him.
What changed you?
Changed me? Well, a man matures.
No, that's not it. It's this paper, this office. Brumbaugh, Folsom, and all the rest of the old relics around this place. They've pressed you down until you're becoming just like they are. They've made you think their way and write their way until you've almost lost your own personality. Why, you've changed even in the 2 years I've known you.
Why, Beulah, Miss Boyd.
I know I shouldn't be talking to you like this, but I can't help it. Asaph, I hate to see them make an old man out of you. I didn't know how nearly they'd succeeded until I saw that picture.
Beulah?
Yes?
What do you think of the Stephen Prime article?
Well, it was all right, but...
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to do it. It was against my principles.
I understand. Well, good night, Asaph.
Good night. Beulah? I'm having dinner out tonight.
Well, that'll be a nice change for you.
Yes. Do you ever eat dinner?
Why, yes, every night.
Yes, it does become sort of a habit, doesn't it? Dining out alone is an uncommonly boring affair.
Well, why don't you go to the Philosophers Club? You're sure to meet some writers or philosophers there.
I don't want to meet any philosophers. I want...
Yes?
Look toward the bookcase. I want to take you out to dinner.
Why, Mr. Holliday. Asaph. Why didn't you tell me before?
You didn't give me the right answers. You see, I've been toying with an idea that you were right and that I do need a bit of a fling. And I thought perhaps you might fling with me. I mean, go out with me.
I've often hoped you might feel like that sometime.
Perhaps I have been missing something by confining myself too much to the paper.
Perhaps you have.
Yes, perhaps I have. Well?
Well, what?
Oh, must I go through it again?
Through it? Oh, you mean about the dinner?
Yes.
Why, I'd be very pleased. Come over to my apartment about 8.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you needn't dress.
Oh, thank you very, very much. I help you with your coat?
Oh, Asaph.
It's my coat.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Brumbaugh.
Good night.
Hello.
Oh, good evening, Monsieur Beulah.
Some people dropped in.
Oh, is that so? Well, then perhaps I'd better...
Oh, no, come on. Let me take your coat. Mr. Holliday, Miss Seagrove.
How do you do?
How do you do?
And Mr. Romanoff.
Well, I'm very pleased to meet you.
That's a lie. You're not pleased to meet me. You look like a dirty aristocrat.
Alexis, please. Mr. Holliday is my guest.
I'm no hypocrite. I say what I think.
Well, that's commendable.
Asaph, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Alexis, please be friendly.
Paperoska.
No, thank you.
Here.
Well, I don't think I'd better...
Huh?
Oh, my.
What's the matter with it?
Oh, there's nothing the matter with the drink. It's what's the matter with me. You see, I don't like gin. I never have.
You don't like gin. What do you drink? Champagne?
Oh, no, not exactly. As a matter of fact, I haven't been drinking much of anything lately.
What did you drink?
Well, there used to be a drink in the old days called Darkest Africa. It was very nice. One sip and you were practically on a trip through the jungle. Yes, I used to love that.
How's it made?
Well, it was very simple. You see, you took a good drink of gin and mixed it with a half a glass of gin and added a dash of gin. It was delicious.
You'll drink with Romanoff.
I'll drink with Romanoff.
I would now like to dance.
Do you live in the village?
No, I don't.
Well, I want you to know that I love my husband.
Well, some people like olives.
That's enough, Alexis. Perhaps Mr. Holliday would like to dance.
Yes, I would. Yes, I'd like to do anything.
You'll excuse me.
Hey, you dance rotten.
Beulah, what is this? I came here to have a quiet evening with you, and I walked into a bullfight.
I'm sorry, Asaph. I didn't invite them. They just sort of popped in.
Oh, well, perhaps if we ignored them, they'd get discouraged and pop out again, huh?
Not Romanoff.
Well, isn't there someplace else we can go, like, someplace away from here?
Well, I'll see what I can do. Romanoff, you know how it is. I'm sure you'll understand, but we sort of planned to go to dinner together.
Good. Where do we go?
To the Purple Hen on Beaker Street.
Fine. That's run by my comrades. Maybe you'll learn something there.
Yes, I'm sure of it, but when the young lady said we, she meant us. You see, we had planned to dine together.
You'll dine with Romanoff.
Well, the more the merrier.
But I warn you, it's no place for rich, pampered idlers.
Pardon me, Mr. Romanoff, but Beulah has to live here. Would you mind lowering your voice to a loud shriek?
Huh? That is my life. Eat, drink, and be free. But tomorrow you die.
Oh, Beulah, this is all getting on my nerves. I think this is too much confusion. We should go home. I make excuses, but you pardon me, Mr. Romanoff. We're going home.
You're not going home. Sit down. And don't talk when Romanoff wants to talk.
I am going.
Where are you going?
I'm going to sit down.
More vodka!
I love my husband.
Huh? Thus I defy the rascals that govern us.
Men like Stephen Prime.
Ah, you know Stephen Prime.
No, I don't know him, but he's going to govern. Yeah, he's going to run for governor.
He will never be governor. I will stop that. I will write what I know about him.
And I will publish it. I will publish it. That is, providing you know anything about anything.
You shall see, Camarade. I have proof.
Oh, well, Alexis, you talk too much.
That is impossible.
Yeah, you said a mouthful. Oh, my goodness. Oh, how did you get in here? Romanoff, wake up. Wake up and get out of here. This is my bed. Get out of here.
Oh. Good morning, Camarade. Huh? Work to be done. Huh? Yeah.
I know it. And I'm not going to do it. I'd like to lie here forever and ever and...
Ain't we pledged to prevent the election of Stephen Prime? He's a crook. I'm going right down now to tell him so.
Good, that's good.
If I send you the proof, will you publish it?
Sure.
All right. Where's my hat? Huh? There's my hat. My hat! Oh. Goodbye, Camarade. Goodbye, Camarade.
Mr. Romanoff to see you, Mr. Prime.
Send him in.
Mr. Prime will see you now, Mr. Romanoff.
You are wrong. Romanoff will say Prime now. What do you mean by coming here? Romanoff goes and comes where he pleases. It pleases me to come here now and tell you I will expose you. You think you will be governor? I will put a stop to that.
What is this, blackmail?
Same old capitalist. You think your money can buy the honor of men like Romanoff?
Let's get down to business. How much?
I want nothing. I merely came to see you squirm, to stick needles in you, to spit in your eye.
I'll give you $5,000 to get out of the country.
$5,000. Now it's too late. Before, when I would have exposed you, you bribed me. Now I do not trust you or myself. And I sent the letter by special delivery messenger.
What letter?
The letter to my new friend and comrade, the editor of the Balance. The truth of the National Immigrant Bank will be printed at last.
And do you think they'd print the ravings of a nut like you?
You forget, when the bank closed, I took the checks on which you forged the cashier's name. That poor fellow what blew his brains out after you plundered the bank. And I took the checks and sent them to my friend, the editor. He now has proof of your guilt in your own hand. And you would try to bribe me. That for you and your filthy money. $5,000. Huh?
Special delivery for Mr. Holliday.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Holliday.
Why?
Asa,
Well,
here's a special delivery letter for you. It's from Romanoff.
Romanoff. Your friend Romanoff, when he isn't around and talking, he's writing letters.
I'm sorry about last night.
Well, so am I. If I'd known the outcome, I wouldn't have gone through the agony of asking you to dinner.
I told you they just dropped in. I couldn't be rude to them.
No, but you could have tried.
You're making the Balance very interesting. I'm one of its biggest boosters. Read it constantly.
Then you're one of a very small company, eh? Small, but select.
I don't suppose you feel like selling the magazine, do you?
Oh. You know someone who was interested?
I am.
You? Oh, I never knew that you went in for literary work. Oh, I see. politics.
No. Now, don't let that silly rumor get you off at a tangent. I have no desire for public office. Public service is what interests me. And I thought with such a sturdy weapon as the balance, I might be able to accomplish a great deal of good.
I see. Well, perhaps I'm selfish, but that's exactly my reason for not wanting to give it up. The warm feeling of satisfaction that comes from rendering service.
Oh, I am very sorry if I have made an intrusion. Franklin, they tried to tell me you were busy, but you are never too busy to see me. Are you, dear?
Oh, no, indeed, certainly. This is a very dear friend of mine, our next governor, Mr. Prime.
You embarrass me.
I am very delightful to meet your excellency.
And I'm very charmed to meet you, Mrs. Brombo. I've heard a great deal about you.
Oh, you funny man. I am not Mrs. Brombo.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
This is the Countess Olga Andreevna Satolsky. She is an admirer of my little magazine.
I'm still charmed. By the way, how is Mrs. Brombo?
She's quite well, thank you. Yes. You came at a most inopportune moment, my dear. Mr. Prime and I were talking.
You sure you don't want to sell? Be glad to take over the magazine lock, stock, and barrel.
No, not just at present, I'm afraid. Will you pardon me, Olga? I want to take Mr. Prime to the elevator.
Good afternoon, Countess.
Perhaps later on I may change my mind. If I do, we can talk it over.
Beulah, how does a man feel just before rigor mortis sets in?
Here, take this.
What is it?
It's a pill. It'll help your headache.
What, that little thing? It'll have to be as big as a Graf Zeppelin to help the headache I've got.
Here, come on now, take it.
Oh, no, I don't want it, Beulah.
Yes, for my sake. Here, take some water. Here.
Oh.
That's it. Did it taste nasty?
No, but it feels like a doorknob.
Oh, you poor thing. Here, lean back. That's it.
Beulah, you're very soothing. You know, you should settle down and get married and raise a family.
One can't do it alone.
No, I never thought of that.
What's the matter with the Prime article? Have to do it over again?
Yes, over and over again. It's fast becoming a serial.
Oh, that's a shame.
Beulah, my head.
Crandall, we got to get that letter.
It's too bad you didn't let me remove Romanoff years ago.
Well, it's too late for that now. He's already sent the bad news to that cheap little almanac, The Balance. And if they break out with it, it's the pen for me and you, don't forget.
Brought pressure to bear on Brombo?
Just left him. Tried to buy that conglomeration of typographical errors, no sale.
Not so good.
We've got one chance. Brombo's been running around with a woman. I saw her.
Want to add blackmail to your repertoire? What sort of a dame is she?
Well, she sets a pretty nice table and looks like a broad-minded girl and might be induced to help us.
Go to work on it. Meanwhile, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, bear down on her.
Right.
Mr. Holliday in? I'm Rixie.
Oh, yes, right in there.
Thanks, beautiful. You his secretary?
Yes.
Ace always was a good picker. Don't tarry on the way home, babe. Ace Holliday.
Rixie.
My favorite old wildcat. Come out behind those cheaters, I know you.
Oh, Rixie. Win Rixie. My.
You old elbow bender, I finally run you down.
Yes, sir. Well, what are you doing in town?
Just slipped in on business and slipping out as soon as I can, but I wanted to see you. How are you, you fossilized old pelican? But I wasn't going to miss a chance to tear up the town with good old Ace. Long time since we've done that, you know, eh?
Oh, yeah, I'll say so. A long time. A long time.
But tonight's the night, just like the old days, eh?
Well, not tonight, Rix, old boy, because, well, I've got a tremendous amount of work to do, you see.
Oh, rats, now that can wait. Here, this'll make you forget that. I knew we'd need a little snifter to kind of launch us off, huh?
No, not here. They're very strict about that here.
They? Don't you run this joint?
Not yet. I write editorials.
Oh. The old roaring lion turned into a worm, eh? Who'd ever thought that the fame and shame of dear old Yale would finish up like this?
Yes, it is a little temperate, I guess, huh?
Here, take a snort.
Well, Oh, that can wait till after dinner, can't it?
Sure it can.
Well, here...
Here.
It's...
Oh.
Well, here's cramp in the elbow.
Cramp? You know, when I think of what you used to be and see what you are, I could break down crying.
Oh, well, Rick, you see, you've been out west taming nature and life, and while I've been here and life has been taming me. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Why, I suppose right now if I'd insist on a couple of girls, well, you'd run away. There was a time when you'd run toward them.
Yes, there certainly was. But I... No. No.
No what?
Yeah, I wouldn't run away. Where's your telephone? You want girls?
Right over there.
Chickering, 4228. Yeah, I may not be the old panther you knew, but I am not exactly dead. I can still stalk my prey.
No, school teachers now. Wild women.
Nah, you leave it to me. Hello, Beulah? This is Ace. Yeah, Ace Holiday, yes. Listen, Beulah, a friend of mine just got in town, and I want you to meet me and get another girl. Yes. And not Millie. No, I'm tired of her. She's too tame. I want one who can respond more to that old panther approach. Yeah, more of a tiger woman type, yes.
Well, what's this all about?
Never mind, I'll explain later. And listen now, we'll pick you up at 8 o'clock. And don't you keep us waiting, you understand?
Oh, all right, Ace. I'll be ready.
Who's afraid of the big, bad women?
No, boy, that's the old panther. You know, you had me worried for a minute.
Yeah, bring on your tiger women. Signal. 4, 2, 6, 8. Boom. Oh, no. Give me another one. Come on.
Come on, here we are.
This time.
Come on.
Here we are. Rick, you help.
All right. There we go.
Let's see. There you go. You keep the chain.
What, a nickel?
Why, is it too much?
You guys better lay off this joint. It ain't your speed. That's a superior club.
Superior to what?
Yeah, superior to what?
Well, we're here in bed.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you folks members?
No, I'm a stranger in town, but...
I'm sorry, for members only.
Oh, sorry. I thought you knew this place.
Well,
Good evening. Are you folks members?
Friends of Mr. Baker.
That's fine.
Just a minute.
Good evening. Are you folks members?
Friends of Mr. Sweeney.
Mr. Sweeney? Yes.
Who is this Mr. Sweeney?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but from all indications, he must be somebody. Oh, maybe we should have put on evening clothes, huh?
Oh, I hate these monkey suits.
The ladies' lounge is right up the stairs.
Oh, thank you. We'll join you in the dining room.
All right. We'll get a good table. Wait a minute. I want to get my pipe out. Can't get along without my pipe. What's that? Romanoff. Yeah, but put this back in my overcoat pocket, will you, please? Are we set?
Let's go.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How many, please?
4.
Pierre? 4. Section X.
Certainly. This way, please.
Thanks.
What manager put us out in the kitchen so we can eat off the stove.
But, monsieur...
We want a better table.
Pardon, monsieur. This is the only table that is available. All the others are occupied.
Well, it must be a spooks convention. You think we're blind? What's the matter with those tables?
Pardon, monsieur. Those tables are reserved.
Well, of course they're reserved. They're reserved for us. Now, don't you try to put anything over on me. You take us to them and cut out your stalling.
Listen, pal. Don't start anything around here. When I worked for nigger mites in the old days, we used to slaughter bigger tramps than you.
There are no bigger tramps than I. You know who we are?
Hellenese.
We're friends of Mr. Sweeney.
Sweeney? This way, gentlemen, please.
Guy Sweeney certainly gets you places, don't he?
Oh, good evening, Governor.
Good evening. Good evening, Governor. Somebody dropped this. It might be important.
Oh, thank you, sir. I was to put it in the gentleman's coat.
Hello.
Hello.
You look awfully nice tonight.
You know, that's really the first encouraging step forward you've taken.
The first what?
I mean, it's the first time you've complimented me.
Oh, is it? Well, I must remember to do it again sometime. As a matter of fact, I've admired you for ever so long.
Have you, Ace?
As a most efficient woman.
Oh, now you've spoiled it all.
Why?
Well, I don't want to be admired just because I'm efficient. I want to be admired because I'm me.
Oh, well, I do admire you because you're me. Oh, you got me all balled up.
The music's marvelous, isn't it?
Sounds like the musicians were mad at each other to me.
Do you want to dance?
Oh, no, I haven't really danced in 15 years. I used to be pretty good for a football player, too.
I bet you were.
Why, you want to take a chance?
Yes.
Well, I warn you. Well, I still haven't danced for almost 15 years. Perhaps it's just as well. It probably would have been terrible.
Well, I may not be very graceful, but there's one thing certain. If anybody bounces into me, they bounce right off again.
How's the floor, Polly?
Search me, my feet haven't touched the floor once.
Didn't you dance?
I wasn't dancing. I was riding around on his stomach.
You're Rich. Oh, no.
Oh, now, one more crack like that, and I'll pick up my marbles and go home.
Gee, this is one swell club.
Much nicer than the Purple Hen, remember?
Oh, do I remember? Can I ever forget it? Any place is nice where that fellow Romanoff isn't.
Camarade!
Oh.
Romanoff drinks here. Sit down.
Who is this mother's mistake?
Romanoff, Miss Polly Granger, and Mr. Rickson.
How do you do?
I'm pleased to meet you.
That's a lie. You are not pleased to meet me. You come from the schmog capitalistic world.
Yeah, Rick, skip it, Rick. Now, he doesn't mean anything, especially to me. Sit down.
Ah, my editor friend from last night.
You won't join us, I hope.
Romanoff drinks where Romanoff wants to drink.
Yes, and if Romanoff drinks here, Romanoff will get Romanoff's nose broken.
Romanoff will not drink with the belly goat.
What are you
Rick, stop.
Peel him like a banana.
Don't make a scene like that. Now, wait a minute. Sit down. He doesn't know it.
It's going to be all right. Just sit down.
Billy goat. Billy goat, huh? Why, that here, Dale. Now,
Please, John. People looking at you. What's the matter with you?
Make a scene in
Where
the
do you
club
think
like
you
that.
are? People looking at you.
Ace, you're getting like a worm.
He didn't mean it.
Well, that's all right. 20 years ago, you'd have bit his nose off.
Come on, let's have a drink.
Come on, have a drink. Here.
Cramp?
I've had my cramp.
21 on the red. 21 on the red, folks. Right now, place your
Can I
bets,
play
folks.
too?
Why, sure. How much are the chips?
This is the ladies' table. $5 a stack.
Well, I don't want
Place
to
your
play.
bets,
The
folks.
lady wants to
Get
play
ready now.
20 black.
Let me have a stack of checks.
Ladies' table over there, ma'am.
I know, but I want to play with the men. I feel lucky.
$2,000 a stack, lady.
2,000.
Yes, ma'am. $100 a chip.
Gracious.
You never win.
Pardon, monsieur?
What's the matter?
Monsieur is not playing?
Well, we can't. This is the ladies' table.
Oh, but we have other tables.
Well, we might just well have a little flutter, eh, Rich?
Why, sure, show us to it.
Yeah, let's toss off a couple of dollars.
We might be lucky, eh?
Thank you, thank you. 22 black.
There.
Hey, give me a stack, will you? Yes, sir.
Okay, friends of Mr. Sweeney.
Here, waiter. Hey. Come by this way often, will you? Yeah,
Thank you, Rick.
Well, here's luck.
Here's luck. 15 black. Well, I wasn't on it. Give me another stack. Yes. In fact, make it 3 stacks. $22 on that. Excuse me.
You didn't put anything on the green one, Dave.
Number 3, red.
Oh, you wasn't on it, huh?
Give me another stack. 3 stacks, will you? Yes. Well, here's luck you are again.
Brumbo's office is in the Federal Silk Building, 6th floor. The letter will probably be in the safe. And judging from the financial condition of the balance, it'll be old and rusty.
That's my favorite kind.
You think you can do it?
Brother, you can start making book on it.
Okay.
13 black. That one sort of laid an egg, didn't it?
You have the wrong color.
Yeah, well, thanks for the use of the table. See you later, boys.
How we doing?
Not bad.
Friends of Mr. Sweeney's, 15,000. How did you advance that?
Well, he said he was a friend of Mr. Sweeney.
Who is Mr. Sweeney?
Don't you know?
You're a fool. Collect that 15 G's.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Bring him in here. I'll take care of it.
Oh, well, here's one we missed.
Let's take a hack at it.
Give a,
Follow, monsieur.
What's the matter?
The manager would like to see you privately.
Bring him in.
No, monsieur. He would like to see you in his office.
Oh, all right. Keep the home fires burning, will you, Rick?
This way, please.
Yeah, he may want me to buy the place.
Friends of Mr. Sweeney. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Hello, good evening. You want to see me?
Yes, getting kind of late. I thought we'd better settle up. You owe the house considerable money.
Oh, yeah? How much do I owe?
15 even.
Well, I tell you, you're a gambler, I'm a gambler. I'll make it 30 or nothing.
It's a lot of money.
Oh, no, it's worth it. Fun's fun. I had a lot of fun this evening.
Cut the cards?
Yeah, okay.
Ace high.
All right with me. I've got an ace.
King.
Yeah, that makes us even, huh? Remember the name, Ace Holiday. Good evening, gentlemen.
You gave us a fast play, Mr. Holliday.
Oh, that's nothing. I once tossed off $45 on a single roll of the dice. Well, good evening.
Trying to kid me. Talks about 15 grand like it was 15 cents.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Brumbaugh. How is Mrs. Brumbaugh?
Oh, she's quite well, thank you. Out of town this week with her mother. This is my sister, our Mr. Holliday.
How do you do? I'm so happy to meet you.
Oh, your sister on your mother's side, hmm?
I didn't expect to see you here. Are you a regular here?
No, Mr. Brumbaugh. As a matter of fact, I came with my friend. Oh, Mr. Brumbaugh, this is Mr. Rixey.
How do you do, Mr. Brumbell?
Mr. Brumbaugh is the owner of...
Oh, so you own this joint, Brumbell, huh? Well, I want to tell you that I think your wheel is crooked.
I am the owner of the balance. Good night.
Mr. Brumbaugh is my boss.
Oh, well, tell him to go fly a kite.
Oh, now, Rich, you shouldn't say that. Come on, let's...
Ah, Brumbaugh. Gathering a little local color for the balance?
Oh, Mr. Prime, how did you guess it? Yes, I'm preparing an article on the barbaric origin of the modern dance, and I wanted to see it at first hand. Oh, you know the Countess?
Oh, yeah.
Franklin, darling, be sweet and get my coat.
Pleasure. Well, good luck at the election, Governor.
Thank you. You haven't forgotten our little talk this afternoon, have you, Countess?
Don't worry, I'll live up to my bargain. You'll have that letter tonight. And don't forget my check.
I won't. I'll meet you at the Federal Building.
Countess?
Good night, Your Excellency.
Good night.
Governor.
Good night.
Where you going?
We've got an appointment on the 3rd floor.
Sign here, please.
Stick him somewhere where he won't be in the way. Go on, hop on. In there fast.
Hey, look. Silk. Why, it's a pushover.
Sure. Okay, boys. Let the letter wait. We'll knock this joint off first as an appetizer. Get going. I'll tend to this end.
Where's she?
Off tonight, sir. I'm substituting for him. Going up?
6th floor to the office of the balance.
Sign the register.
I have a guest I want to show around.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Jimmy. This is Red. Listen, we ran into something soft. Get the boys in a big covered truck back into the alley, the Federal Silk Building, right away.
There you are.
Good night.
I better see if the key works. They had trouble with some of them.
It's not at all necessary, my good fellow. Now get out. You've gone entirely too far. I'm going to report you.
Yeah, to who? Now, don't go meowing around, lady, because it might be bad for you. Go on, both of yous, get over there. Come on, get over. Now, sit right down over there and make yourselves comfortable.
What are you doing here?
Now, sit down.
Who are you? What's the meaning of this?
The meaning is that while I don't want to disturb my friends down the hall by making any unnecessary noise, I'll certainly drill a hole through you if you don't shut up. Do you get that?
This is an outrage.
Sure it is. There's lots of outrages going on all the time that I guess you and me never hear about. Lots of people live all their life without ever seeing a real good outrage. You ought to consider yourself in luck.
Come on, AC, drink her up.
No, I don't want any more Ricks. Now, I've got to be able to see. I've got to write that article in the morning boosting that crook Stephen Prime for governor.
Well, if you don't want to boost him, what do you boost him for?
Well, it's Mr. Brumbaugh's orders.
Oh, tell Mr. Brumbaugh to get an armful of anvil and go jump the lake. He's not your boss, you're your own boss. You're Ace Holiday.
Yeah, I'd like to. Oh, well, but I daren't.
I guess you don't. Beulah, this ain't him. This ain't the Ace I used to know, the guy that beat the best team Harvard ever had single-handed. They killed my Ace and stuck another guy in his body. Mr. Ace Holiday, you're a gimpus.
A what?
A gimpus. A thing that looks like a man and talks like a man, but's got no heart, no backbone, no guts. Why, you're a cross between a smashed oyster and a false alarm, and I'm ashamed of you. Utterly, distinctively, and positively ashamed of it.
But he has to hold down his job, Mr. Rixey.
Oh, tush, tush, a job. What's that? There's a million of them. All you gotta do is take them. This is a competitive world. Now you're afraid, AC. You're afraid to face it. You're a flop in a washout, and you got no backbone.
He has too.
He has not. He's a curly-headed, goggle-eyed gimpus. Used to be a wildcat. Used to tear up the town. Man would have written anything he wanted to. And done anything I wanted to.
Bueller, I feel like kissing you. Now you've been kissed by the old wildcat. And now we're going down to that balance office, and I'm going to write that article the way I want to. And if anybody don't like it, they can lump it.
Ah, boy, and I'm going with you. I should have been a writer instead of a mining engineer.
I'm going too.
All right.
And I'm going home.
Yeah, you go home. You're a washout. You're not a tiger woman like Bueller. You're a gimpus. Come on. Here you are, George. Make it snappy.
And make that in a snappy, too.
We left our wraps in the dining room. Yes.
Boy, will this be an editorial or will this be an editorial?
Will I throw that fellow Stephen Prime for a 60-yard loss? Give me my hat. Yeah, now look at that. Look at that hat. I've had that for 5 years. Never did like it.
I don't blame you. It's a terrible-looking thing.
It is, isn't it? Look at all those hats. Who do they belong to? Men who are not gimpuses.
Well, get one of them.
George, give me another hat.
Another hat, sir?
Yeah, I want that silk one.
You can't do that. This is not a hat store.
Give him my hat.
But it ain't here.
What do you care? We're friends of Mr. Sweeney's.
Give him the hat.
Hurry up with the hat. Hurry up. Give me the hat. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do I look?
Swell.
Yeah, well, come on, Ricks. Up and at 'em. Up and at 'em. You know the old power play? Bueller, follow your interference. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Out. Taxi. Polly, look, here's $1 for you. Now, you've been a very nice girl. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go home and put yourself in an envelope and send yourself far, far away somewhere, will you? Goodbye. Goodbye,
Polly.
Now you gotta get a nice shiny car to go with your shiny hat.
Yeah, shiny car with a shiny hat.
There it is, right
That's the one we want. Come on.
You can't do that.
Well, why not, Bueller? This is a competitive world. The only way to get along is to compete. Come on.
This isn't your car.
Get in, Bueller.
Come on, you ready, Rick?
Step on,
Here we go, boy. Hit
Step
that
on
road.
it.
Follow the curves, baby. Now, hold on. You all right, Rick? Now, don't worry now.
Open her up. Let's see how to run.
Oh, there's a streetcar. Be careful.
Down old Prairie Road. There ain't nothing here.
Oh, be careful.
Soon be
Please slow down.
Franklin P. Brumbaugh. Well, I thought I recognized you. The Sunday papers often print that pan of yours. But of course, I took your word for it when you signed the register downstairs as Mr. and Mrs. Henry C. Johnson.
Oh?
You ain't Mrs. Johnson, are you?
I am not.
And I'll bet me shirt you ain't Mrs. Brumbaugh.
How dare you, you filthy man. I am the Countess Olga Andreevna Sitovsky.
Olga!
On the level, are you a real countess?
And what do I look like?
You look like a bottle of milk.
Never drive with you again.
Oh. Hey, Ricks, come on, wake up, we're here. We've got to attend to old Stephen Prime.
Hello, Racy. Hello, Macy.
Oh, come on. We can take care of Prime without him.
Yeah, shall we? All right, come on.
Over the middle of Macy.
Well, I wonder where Sheehan is.
I don't know, he's probably asleep somewhere, or maybe got stuck in the elevator. Are you game to gallop up 6 flights?
All right.
Are you ready? Good. That's good. 2 more floors and I'd have to become a yodeler.
Say, I wonder what became of that elevator man.
I don't know, Bueller, I don't know. In all the 20 years I've been in this... Hey, you see that light in the office?
I can't stay here till morning.
Why, ain't you never stayed out all night before?
Can't I tell you? I'll give you money.
You would not. Once away from here, you'd give me the raz.
Wait here.
Who is it?
But I promise.
Give your chin a rest. There just ain't nothing can be done about it until my playmates get through down the hall.
Oh, I'll be ruined.
You can't ruin a guy with all your money. Besides, you shouldn't have got tangled up at the Tsarina here.
Give me the gun. Put up your hands. Take your big feet off that table. Mr. Brumbaugh, what is this about?
Why, it's our Mr. Holliday.
Oh, no, not your Mr. Holliday. It's Mr. Holliday's Mr. Holliday. Stick your hands up. Put them up. Higher, higher. Don't split the coat.
Ace! What are you doing?
Oh, boy, what is he doing?
Well, never mind that. What is this all about, Mr. Brumbaugh?
Heaven knows, Holliday. This is a strange and terrible world. I'm at quite a loss to understand why...
Pardon me, Mr. Brumbaugh, but we're not here to write editorials. Who is this gink?
Well, he calls himself Reginald Gildersleeve, but I'm sure that's not his name. There's something going on in this building, and he's the lookout.
You take your sister everywhere with you, don't you?
If it's all the same to you, Daniel Boone, must I go all my life like this? I'm tired. I'm weary.
Well, we'll fix that. Beulah, where are the scissors?
Well, I think they're in here.
If it's a toss-up between being shot or stabbed, I'll take the shoot.
Yeah, never mind. Pull up the coat.
Oh, wait a minute. There's ladies present.
Pull up the coat. Never mind. Don't argue. Here, hold it. You would, wouldn't you?
Oh, hey, wait. Why my pants here?
Turn around, turn around, turn around. He can't get very far that way, can he?
Oh, what a dirty trick.
Now, Beulah, call the police.
Save the time, lady. The phones are dead.
Yeah, what?
Ain't you got no imagination, brother? We cut the wires. You got me, but you can't get them all. There's other guys guarding the hall. And if you try to shoot your way out, it'll be just too bad. You're stuck. Nobody can get out. We ain't no amateurs.
Oh. Beulah, bolt the door.
What's the idea?
Well, ain't you got no imagination? Now nobody can get in and nobody can get out. We ain't amateurs.
Yeah, but brother...
Yeah,
brother...
and the pair...
Who's there?
Shh, stay away from that door. Now, you better talk to your pals and be sure you use the right words.
They got me red. They got me gat.
How come?
They got me with me paint. Don't try and bust the door. They drill you.
Who?
3 gorillas. 4.
Okay, but just let him try and get out.
Yeah, look here, if you don't let us out unharmed, we'll bump off your friend.
Go ahead. We won't miss him. Come on, Bill. Let's grand.
You don't stand so well, do you? Well, I guess we're all settled here for the night.
No. I must get home.
Why?
Because my wife expects me.
Well, I thought you said she was visiting her mother. How do you feel about it, sister?
Don't you point that gun at me, you half-baked hero.
Oh, she speaks English. Well, how long have you been over from 10th Avenue?
8th Avenue to you.
So, that's the way it is. You're a fake.
Skip it. And you better get me out of here. So help me if anything happens to me tonight, I'll put you on the front page of every newspaper in the country.
Blackmail.
Well, Mr. Brumbaugh, I've decided to rewrite the prime article, and I've decided to rewrite it in my own way. Now, get in there, you two, and I'm not going to take my eyes off you for 1 second. Mr. Brumbaugh, you can join the party if you like. We're serving tea at 6 o'clock. You're not frightened, are you, Beulah?
Not with you, Ace. But I am a little afraid of that gun, aren't you?
Oh, no, not me. No, I've been handling a gun all my life. There's only one way to... Oh, Beulah, you have the prettiest eyes.
Keep your mind on your work, Ace.
Yes.
What's this?
It's a hat, sir.
Well, it's not my hat.
Well, it must be. It's what the check calls for.
Say, if I wasn't in a hurry, I'd report you to the management.
Here. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Put it right over there in the middle of the desk. That's it. Now stand over there. Yeah, no, hold on to everything. Here you are, Beulah. You take that for a while. Don't smash any windows, will you? Now, I'm going to write this article as it should be written.
Well, now, Mr. Holliday, I think we best begin.
You pardon me, Mr. Brumbaugh, but I have the beginning all planned out.
What?
Yeah, and I also have the finish and the middle. You know, you and I may be killed before morning, and if you think I'm going to tell the recording angel that the last thing I did was to write something I knew was a lie, I won't do it. No, sir, I'm a gimpus no longer.
Well, what's a gimpus?
Well, you wouldn't know, but I'm going to write it my way, and then this whole town will know the truth about your friend, Stephen Prime.
This is mutiny.
Well, mutiny or botany, whatever you call it, I don't care. If you don't like it, you can grab yourself an armful of anvils and jump in the lake. Stephen Prime. Stephen Prime deserves the support of all civic-minded voters. Yeah. What Stephen Prime really needs is an emphatic kick in the jodhpurs. Yeah, pardon me, Beulah. Pardon me, sister.
Oh, boy.
This is all your fault, you sanctimonious old chiseler. After all I've been through, you have to get me into a jam like this.
Don't talk to me, you cheap double-crosser.
Where do you come off to call me cheap?
Had a lot of fun making a fool out of me, didn't you, Countess? You're just a common little gold digger. And if I wasn't a perfect gentleman, I'd kick your teeth out.
You get me out of this or I'll scream you out of town.
Please, please, can't you two go off in a corner and read a book somewhere? I'm trying to write. Isn't it a most...
Oh, Beulah, there's the target over there, dear.
I'm sorry.
Oh, button on the glass.
Hey, what's that bell for?
The fire alarm! There goes the fire alarm gone.
You picked a swell time to ring.
Say, get me out of here. There's a law against kidnapping, you know.
We'll be burned to a crisp.
You want to make a swell-looking roast.
Please, 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 I'm trying to concentrate.
I'll bring you down, old left, old boy. Come on, bring it down.
There we are. This may not please Stephen Prime, but it'll certainly cheer up the circulation manager.
Great Scott, man, don't you realize the building is on fire?
Well, if it is, the firemen will be here on time.
Police also are on the way.
Then you can go back to Mrs. Brumbaugh.
But we may be burned.
Well, that's all right. She'll recognize you just the same.
Holiday, you're keeping us here as willful, premeditated murder.
Mr. Brumbaugh, please control yourself. Remember your motto. Be temperate, avoid extremes, shun violence of expression, at the same time sounding the note of authority. Franklin P. Brumbaugh, period.
No!
This service is terrific. Where you going, boys?
Is there an envelope somewhere, Beulah, dear? Let's see, there ought to be one in here. Uh-oh.
Hello, boys.
Probably the fireman. Well, come on, we can all go now.
Well, now, hadn't we better wait? There's no use getting shot at the last minute.
Come on, you two.
Hey, Eighth Avenue. Wait a minute, you're walking yourself right into the pen. We ought to incorporate. Well, what do you say?
Well, get me out of here and we'll talk about it.
Sure.
Oh, good evening, gentlemen.
Where's the fire?
Well, you're the fireman, don't you know?
Oh, officer, I'm so glad you're here. It looked like a deliberate attempt on my life. He's in here.
Where's the burglar?
Why, he's gone.
He's gone. Well, perhaps it's just as well. He talked too much anyhow. What happened to the woman?
What woman?
Who said anything about a woman?
Well, he's probably in the building. We'll get him.
Why, it's our Mr. Prime.
Brumbo, what's been going on here?
It's been an amazing night. The place has been full of cutthroats.
Did they get anything? Have you looked in the safe?
Why, that's right. They may have looted it. Oh, why, it doesn't seem to have been tampered with.
We'll open it up and find out.
I'm frightfully nervous. Holiday, you open it.
Oh, no, Mr. Brumbaugh, I couldn't do that.
What? I don't understand you tonight, Holiday. Open that safe.
Oh, you forget, Mr. Brumbaugh, you fired me.
Oh, nonsense.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, as an employee of the balance, I refuse to let Mr. Prime look into that safe.
What? Why not?
Because it's none of his business.
Open that safe.
No.
Open that safe in the name of the law.
Absolutely, positively, no.
Do you know who I am? I'm Stephen Prime, Deputy Commissioner.
Yes, I know who you are, and I know what you are. Do you know who I am? I'm Ace of Holiday, editor-in-chief of one of the most influential publications in this town. Now you get out of our nice, clean office, you municipal Judas Iscariot. Yeah, drop that gun. Put that gun down. Put it on the desk. I thought so. Now, there's a very good door leading out, Mr. You gotta do it.
Why, you feather-brained nitwit, you'll hear from me on this.
You'll hear from me.
Yeah, from us.
From us. If that safe is robbed tonight or hereafter.
Mr. Prime, do you believe in a hereafter?
Yes.
Well, hereafter, you know the answer.
Boy,
What do you want?
why don't you stay on the job?
What do you mean?
I've been ringing this elevator for hours.
Yeah?
I've been pushing this little button.
You've been ringing that?
Why, certainly. I want to go up.
You're going up for life.
Now, wait.
There you are, Beulah.
You want it first, Ace.
Oh, I know what I want. Where's that other fellow? The fellow with the face. Oh. I'd like a cheese sandwich on rye bread.
Roast pork, applesauce, and a cup of coffee. Pig in the orchard and a cup of coffee.
I said I would like a cheese sandwich on rye bread with mustard.
Don't you see I'm busy?
Let's go somewhere else, Ace. We'll never get service here.
No, that's all right, Beulah. I don't mind waiting.
All right, hey,
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what I want.
what's the matter? Something wrong with it?
I think perhaps I'd like a little mayonnaise.
Cost you a nickel extra.
Oh, that's perfectly all right. Is that all right?
All right, here's your mayonnaise.
Thank you. But just a little bit more, maybe. I'm a little fussy. Little catsup would be nice, I think. Sort of lend a little tang to the everything. And
anything else?
Yes, you can leave the check.
There you are.
Yeah, and there you are. You. Come, Beulah.